So one day, we called them and said, "Hey, we got to pick up something in San Francisco. Do you have anything in the Vegas area to go there?" He says, "Yeah, I've got some crane weights." And so he told us where they were. We went and we loaded them on the trailer, and it was just about maximum. You can haul 80,000 pounds. Well, not haul 80, your truck and the load has to be 80,000 pounds. So you can usually haul like 46,000, and the truck and trailer weighed the rest. So we loaded them up, and I took off for, it was near San Francisco, and I was going up I-5, and it was raining and raining and raining. I was driving, I was looking in the side view mirrors, and I could see the trailer would just splash. Water was splashing out. And then finally it stopped raining. And the road was still wet and still splashing out. And I kept going. And finally the road was dry and it was still splashing out. I said, "What in the world? Maybe there's something besides splashing on that." And I went back and checked, and one of my trailer axles was on fire. And it was smoke billowing out. And the axles are oil, they're full of oil. And then the next thing that goes is the tires. And so I looked in there, and I put the wrong kind of oil in that axle. I replaced it a month or two before, and I put some additive in there and no oil, and I was supposed to put the oil and the additive. And so it got the bearing hot, and it boiled the oil, and then it burst into flame. And when I stopped, when I was driving, it was getting hot, and it was red hot. I could look there and see it was red hot. And it just burst into flame, and all the oil was burning and everything. And it had a cover on the outside of the plastic that was boiling, and it was dripping off like plastic does when it burns. So I went and got my fire extinguisher. I had 2 fire extinguishers, and I went and sprayed it with a fire extinguisher, but you have to kind of get under between the duals. Actually, back behind the duals is where the brakes are and where there's oil in the axle. And I was spraying back there and spraying between them, and it went out, and then that was red, and it was just poof, poof, right back into it. So I used both the fire extinguishers. Then I had a couple of gallons of water. I went and poured the gallons of water, and then I had a case of water bottles, and I took that back. I was pouring them on one at a time, and I finally got it cooled down so it was no longer red. It was still smoking, but it was red. And I thought, what am I going to do? And so I said, well, I'm going to just go get another bearing and another cap to go on the outside and stuff. And I had driven the road a lot, and I knew there was a truck stop about 10 or 15 miles down the road. So I went slowly down the road about 5 or 10 miles an hour, and about every mile or two I had to stop and go out and pour water on it to cool it down enough so it wouldn't, because it would start steaming and going to break into flame again. So I got into the truck stop, pulled in, and by that time it was like, oh, this was all at night. I like to drive at night. So that was about 5 in the morning.